son Prince testified that his dad was pushed to the limit, and he heard him say multiple times that they were trying to kill him.
Prince said his father would cry after phone calls, saying, quote, "They're going to kill me." They're going
allegedly written by Michael in the weeks leading up to his death. These notes included phrases like, "They are trying to murder me," and "The system wants to kill me for my catalog." In one note, MJ also talked about feeling pressured by AEG and having a bad feeling about his tour. And then a few years down the line, MJ's daughter Paris seemingly started pointing the finger at Sony and John Branca, the co-executor of the Michael Jackson estate. Paris liked a series of tweets slamming Sony and Branca, including one that said, "We've been telling you the truth for 7 effing years. Shame on any of you who sided with Michael Jackson's murderers." Now it's worth pointing out that Michael absolutely despised Sony and openly challenged them by first acquiring half of their catalog before leaving and becoming a free agent. He once even held up a sign on stage saying "Sony kills" and called then CEO of Sony, Tommy Motola, the devil.
I've generated several $1 billion for Sony. Several billion. And
new lawsuit against him. In the lawsuit, Rodney Lil Rod Jones alleges that Diddy's head of security, Fahim Muhammad, has close connections with law enforcement and was instrumental in helping Diddy cover up his alleged crimes. The lawsuit says Mr. Combs made it clear that his head of security, Fahim Muhammad, had the power to make people and problems disappear. Mr. Combs instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad if they are ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. The lawsuit also claims that Diddy's powerful industry friends employed and empowered Fahim to pay off law enforcement. Now here's where it gets even crazier. So it turns out that Fahim Muhammad was also the head of security for Michael Jackson, and he was right there that fateful night when MJ passed away. And get this, when Fahim testified during Dr. Murray's trial, he revealed that he was hired as MJ's chief of security just 10 months before MJ died.
At that point in time, how long had you worked security for Mr. Jackson?
Approximately 10 months.
Another wild part. Fahim had just graduated college with a business degree when he was hired as the head of MJ's security, and he was either 20 or 21. So we're supposed to believe that the king of pop decided to make a 20-year-old with no experience his chief of security? Well, not exactly. According to social media user Ian Carroll, who recently went viral after investigating the connection between Diddy and Michael Jackson, someone else might have done the hiring on behalf of MJ.
For most of Jackson's career, his head of security was Bill Bray, who was his mentor and basically his father. And the two were extremely close. Bill ran his security until he was 70 when he retired, and Jackson continued to pay his medical bills until he died at age 80. But then once Bill retired, Jackson was then protected by other security people that came and went, and he wound up with this guy who has direct connections to Diddy's blackmail